Hey guys, Mike Cricket 113. This is part 3 of chicken soup in less than 2 hours. Part 3, obviously. Alright, so everything's been mixed together. It's been sitting for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, less than 20 minutes. Yeah, probably like 10 minutes, on a simmer. So as you can see, we have a little base going on there with the oil and beer, and all the juices from everything that we sauteed. Once again, we sauteed the vegetables and then our meats. And I put a little Pabst Blue Ribbon in there for the malt, as you saw in part 1 and possibly part 2. So anyway, at this point, I'm just going to add some spices. Okay, so we got basil here. So I'm going to add a little bit of basil, just a little bit, because basil, this is fresh, homegrown from the garden. And usually add some parsley. Everybody loves parsley. Some people say they can't taste it. If you ever grow it in your garden fresh, there is a taste to it. Fresh basil is always the best, but seeing that it's winter time, we grew some, but that's not grown this year. But we grow it and we use it fresh normally. And I'm just going to add a little bit of thyme. Now, thyme goes a long way. Now, I'm adding this now. Some people will say to add spices later, and we will. So I'm doing it now just to get these watered down and cooked up, and that flavor soak into the broth. Now I'm just making this easy. I'm using the Swanson's chicken broth, 33 less sodium. Now I'm going to pour that in, and I got the big box because I didn't know exactly how much I needed. I think I'm going to be using the whole thing here. And some of this will boil off or come off. It's the angel's share, like when they make rum or whiskey or whatever. But you could always add some water in later. So there we go. We cover that up. We're going to give it a stir. We're going to switch hands. We're going to give it a stir. Get all that mixed up together. All that oil and the beer and the juices from the vegetables and the chicken. At this point, fellas and ladies, you just want to put it on a simmer, and eventually it'll get up to a bubble, like a slow simmering bubble. And you just let that simmer for a while. Now think about it. The potatoes and the carrots are I'm gonna lid that. The potatoes and the carrots are going to cook down all the way through. When I sauteed them, I didn't cook them all the way. It was just to extract the juices. And the chicken will cook all the way through and get real tender and break apart, which I use chicken thighs. Chicken thighs have a higher fat content, as you know, and they're a lot tastier than, say, breast. But if that's all you have, hey, just do it. It works great, too. So I'm going to put this to a 3, and then I'm going to walk away. And when I walk away and then come back, it's probably going to be boiling at some point, and then I'll lower it down a little bit more and have it cook as long as you want to. You could eat this in an hour and a half, 2 hours. You could use a little higher heat and have it cook faster, but I got a while until dinner, so I'm just gonna let this slow simmer. Anyway, this is Mike Cricket 113, and this is Chicken Soup Part 3. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and hopefully we'll hear from you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.